Alrighty. Woo. Oh, let me turn off the music. I know last time I had that on. Did I post mine last? Did we post? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember if I posted my last Horde rush. I think I uploaded it, but like totally forgot to make a thumbnail. No, did I? I'm pretty sure I uploaded it. Okay, I did because I remember doing it with Musician. All right, but this week we're doing it with Beast. It's the final week. This is Space Rocks, which I'm excited about because it's a War Games modifier. I know that some of the other ones are too, but Space Rocks are like the coolest one. Well, at least in my opinion. But we're gonna be playing with almost the original squad. We got Archer and Beast, and then Tushy, of course. Tushy's pretty cool. Archer, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm running the basic loadout. I know, Mattio, why you're always running Ferret. It's a easy loadout to run. I think it's good no matter what. It's, you know, if it works, you know, why or what's the saying? If it works, why? Well, no. If it doesn't break, don't fix it. I think that's the saying. So if it works, it works. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much it. I believe it's a Space Rocks. I don't think there's anything else special about this Horde rush. Oh, it doesn't say. I think I would have to look at the, oh yeah, it does right here. So yeah, yeah, it's just Space Rocks. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Also, a little on the side note, I know I didn't come out with the milestone video. I apologize. I just didn't really feel like it this season. You know, milestones kind of, you know, challenges and just general haven't been the same. So but I think I might get back on the save load grind and do some fun 160s. So look out for that. Otherwise, let's jump into the mission and get it started.
And I couldn't gift any because nobody had bought any packs, and it only lets me gift 10 per purchased one. So now I can send those. All right. Such a casual start to this game mode. I like to show the screen where I selected, but yeah. All right, Horde.
We're gonna be needing making a lot of anti-airs.
Not using my weapon for.
Wait, did we select the right one?
Yeah.
Hey, you did.
Yeah.
Totally did.
Objectives, active modifiers. Wait.
I guess we'll see.
Is it like one of?
I guess.
I don't see any. I mean, yeah, I guess we'll see if they're following, but I don't see it in the objectives
I'll
tab.
give it that card back.
We've seen this before though, where it's like it doesn't seem like it's the objective until wave 2. So
I guess
I forgot about that. I didn't want to scam them, so I gave the card back. But I added a Streamloots card for villager sounds only for 30 seconds. That caught me too far off guard. Try it again later. And I also try to limit how much Streamloots affects recordings that go up on YouTube, because it can be a little weird that way.
Let me check my OBS.
What loadout are you running, Beast?
That compressor.
Zenith.
There you go.
Oh.
I know it sounds boring and typical, but I haven't run it in months, so like, it's new to me again.
I'm running Farah, so Farah, whatever her name is.
I'm
So.
running the usual.
You actually use that every week, so never mind.
Well, it's because, you know, I actually made this argument whenever I was doing my intro. I was like, if it ain't broke, oh wait, what is it? If it ain't broke, then don't fix it. What that saying? Whatever. Anyways, I mean, it works, so why change it?
Can you upgrade the?
It's more fun to watch.
That's true.
Yeah, here, hold on.
Yeah,
I bore myself when I'm going through my gameplay and I realize I use the same loadout 2 weeks, 3 weeks in a row. I'm always like, oh, could have done.
I don't know if that's my end or your end, but that was a little laggy.
That was your.
I
didn't lag.
I lagged.
Oh.
Yeah,
Was that on
talking about
Discord
PC.
audio?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take my game.
I think it might be my internet. And it only happens on Fortnite. Like, I think it just pings and pings. It raises ping temporarily and then it just rubber bands. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't play any real-time online games though. So it only happens when I'm playing Fortnite.
Oh, we are doing
And,
Facebook.
Yeah,
there we
they
go.
go.
Meteor shower. So
Anti-airs. Oh wait, is it gonna be just like Endurance, where we have to shoot down a big meteor?
I assume so. Well, this is actually kind of a good
so anti-air
spot.
traps should take care of it.
I think they patched the big meteor getting
They're
destroyed by
exploding in the
anti-airs.
air.
It's because it's hitting the ground. No, I'm shooting them.
No, they're floating in the air.
Yeah, I'm shooting them. You can shoot them, you know.
Is that you shooting them?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I thought they were just exploding on their own. I keep wanting them to go down so I can get a good thumbnail.
Oh, here, my fault.
I think I got it though. I just need to remember to cut to like 4 minutes in. There we go, YouTube viewers. Taking care of you guys.
Wow, they don't really do that much damage since we have a constructor. Or
It is
two.
wave 1.
I guess.
They don't. In endurance, they don't scale, so they probably won't scale here either.
I mean,
Okay, so it's another modifier that basically changes nothing.
I actually was talking about this the last time I did a Horde Rush. I honestly don't think it's like the difficulty that, I mean, like clearly last year we were saying how like the difficulty was like that part, like it was so easy. I honestly think it's the
Yes.
modifiers. Like the modifiers aren't as hard. Like they're
Hey,
it doesn't change the game.
AS, are you serious? Do they not
What
do
did
any
he say?
damage right now?
I was about to say it hit the thing and it didn't do any damage.
They are bugged to do no damage to
They aren't doing any
Oh my
damage.
god.
Oh my god.
Oh well.
Are any of the new modifiers working?
Oh.
They do no damage.
Well, I guess just a normal Horde run today.
No, we can pretend like it will do damage.
New
Everyone shoot them.
modifier.
Yeah, every time a build gets hit by it, you guys have to pickaxe it once. That's the new rule.
4 new modifiers.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
god.
Like the
So
fog
does it
modifier all
eventually
over
do-
again.
The radar worked.
Does it do
The-
damage to
I
players?
can't even remember all the new ones. That's how uneventful.
Smog
it
of
Oh,
War
the
didn't
smog,
work. No,
yeah.
it didn't.
Log of
Well,
War didn't work.
It just
Smog
made
of
your
War
screen
didn't work
pink.
if you had your-
Optimistic. I really am just analyzing a situation where all of the new modes don't work.
Go to popcorn instead.
I wanna tweet that. Give me a second.
That's quite unfortunate.
Wow.
They didn't test or what? I'm gonna assume they did test. They knew they weren't working, and they figured releasing bugged modes was better than nothing. And that's what we're at. Which I understand. They think they'll ever continue development of Save the World. Well, they are developing Save the World. Or they're trying to. As I'm looking at developments that aren't functioning right now.
Yeah, says the working ones in the chat.
I feel so bad for the devs, because I genuinely believe they are trying to make a game that works, but we just keep getting problems. So there's one balloon, and I realize now they show up on the map, but only if you've explored that part of the map.
Okay, I can't kind of mantle there. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Fill it in slightly.
really is weird to think about. Like, clearly, like they're trying to do their job, but I mean, there's probably like a bazillion things they have to do to fix and whatnot. So,
Yeah, the bug list on this game is extensive.
well, I assume the people that work. Well, I mean, it is the people that work on Save the World are people that work on the other modes too. So, like, the last priority is probably Save the World, and then bugs for Save the World is probably like the most prioritized thing for Save the World, I believe so, or I assume so. But that's like last priority for their list. Weird to think about, but
That's so like the main thing of this week just doesn't. It doesn't do anything.
Obviously, they copied over from War Games, and War Games is bugged, so here we are.
is War Games bug? I haven't done it in a while.
AS said it's been a bug in War Games for years, apparently, though. Years
Uh,
haven't actually done damage to builds in a long time.
I
But I
don't.
don't run War Games, I just trust AS.
I don't think that's
He
true
keeps track
because
of bugs.
I've ran War Games and it's done damage. I maybe it recently because I haven't done it in probably like a year maybe, but I remember running it and it was doing damage because I looked at my ceilings and they were taking damage. But I don't know, maybe it changed in the last year or so.
I have gotten supercharger questions more in the last hour than I have in the last 2 days. What is going on? I'm just gonna keep linking my supercharger video because it's my answer. There are a lot of weapons in the game. Supercharge, honestly, what you use the most.
Oh
I guess I
no,
can share that
meteors.
philosophy. The video gets more in depth, but honestly, that's what I think. Like, the strongest weapons in the game don't need a boost, and you shouldn't supercharge something you're not gonna use. So I like weapons like the pepper sprayer, weapons that are just barely under the line of what I'd consider good. So when you supercharge it, and use a totally rocking out loadout, you end up with a pretty good weapon that was otherwise not on your menu. So instead of supercharging the discharger and then enjoying the discharger slightly more, supercharge a weapon that you'd otherwise never touch.
I was sitting up, my fault.
Yeah, I also sit up long enough to die. That's what happens to me.
Lock in, Matteo. Lock in.
My fault, my fault.
I'm just getting all these aerial shots. One of these will be in the thumbnail, I'm sure.
Maybe that's
God,
why they call it
spring
not
shake.
space rocks, because they not doing any damage.
Oh yeah, the name's fitting now.
Can you imagine if that was it?
Yeah, like
I
they
guess you
purposely
can
said
imagine.
not
Yeah.
space rocks because it's actually not doing anything. Like, I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, it seems like an Epic Games thing to do. Like, that just, I don't know. It's like a,
Oh my god.
They're just smirking, shipping it bugged, thinking, well, what if we just said it's not space
Not.
rock? That way it's not bugged.
yeah, like, they
All
can't blame
caps,
us.
Exclamation, triple exclamation point.
It's like, Epic, it's bugged. And they're like, did you read the name?
Oh, you
We were
idiot,
not,
yeah.
They're not space rocks.
we were not vague.
People DMing me. It's annoying. Hold on.
Yeah, Rod's pointing out the thing that has been said a million times, but Save the World is one of the only Fortnite game modes that actually costs money to play, and it doesn't even get support. Because we've seen it in the past. Epic has, well, especially with the layoffs, their playtesters are in short supply, and Save the World just doesn't get playtested.
Oh, there's a final meteor.
I'm just gonna let Mattio grab crates.
I
He's always way ahead of it. I don't even move until the round ends, and he's already out there. I get so lazy. When the game mode is easy, my brain shuts off.
Save the World gets more players than Rocket Racing, but they support Rocket Racing more. Telling
Yep.
you, dude, if they made cosmetics that like were Save the World specific, like there are in Rocket Racing.
Oh, AS, do you still have your numbers? So he went through and counted every...
It's like 600 plus skins too.
He went through and counted every single skin and skin style in Save the World, being the heroes, that are not present in Battle Royale. And it was in the hundreds. I don't remember the exact figure, but it was close to 300 at least. I don't know if it was 600 or 300, but at least that many potential styles. Where if they just took the models out of Save the World, he said 233 unique and 620 combined. There we go. So that's his math for the amount of characters in the game that if they just ripped them out of Save the World and put them in the BR shop, they'd be good. I'm sure it's more complicated than that, but I don't know.
Very much
That's
is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Save the World skins,
Doesn't
like,
feel like it should be though, right? Like it's still a
Well-
model that exists. How is turning that into a skin?
I think
I
it,
don't know.
oh,
Faker.
Like it already moves around with our character and does the things a skin does. I don't know what's different.
They'd
Can't just
want
drag and drop those files.
they'd want to release, the reason why is because Save the World skin characters are very outdated and on an outdated system than the modern BR skins are, and if they were to offer them as new cosmetics, then they'd want to update all of them to match the same quality as modern BR releases that have like crazy facial structures and shit like that, and the Save the World characters do not have that, so
they also don't even have updated PNGs either. I know that. Some of them don't even have, like,
I still feel like that's got to be. Oh, that scared me. I still feel like that's got to be less work than a new skin outright.
yeah, I can see, like, what he said. Like, the amount of money that they would make off of, like, making those skins would be far less than how much money they would make selling the skins. So, no, I see, like, where you're coming at.
We had that conversation in the last stream about how insane it would be for Save the World if... Like, I know Epic doesn't want people to play Save the World, that's obvious, but the amount of sales they would make if they sold Save the World and all of the skins in it were accessible by only to people who owned Save the World. Could you
Renegade
imagine?
Raider.
But yeah, I don't like to talk about Save the World ideas. I don't know why I went down this track, because it's really not good to be hopeful in this game. Apathy is safe. Expecting anything is not.
It's funny. We really do fall under like the like we bring this like somehow this topic is always brought up in this in stream.
It
Like
can't be ignored.
it's like
yeah.
it's like a what is it? What's like I guess it's like I don't want to say it's like our kryptonite, but like it's like quite literally like a kryptonite to us. Like whenever we get started, we're like, oh, like we want to talk about it, but there's no reason to. It's I don't know. It's just but I mean, at the same time, we're like enthusiasts. Like we like this game. We would love to see it, but at the same time, we are also most of us are realists. So
I am somebody who makes Save the World videos for a living, and it just pains me because I know that this game doesn't need to be as boring as it is. It really doesn't. It has everything it needs to be an excellent game forever. But Save the World is like a ton of fun for a couple of months. And then there are grinders who can enjoy it for a couple of years, but the average player is in and out. I mean, why wouldn't they be?
I've been.
Why wouldn't
I'm
they
almost
be?
not gonna finish the season.
I'm not even doing Ventures this season.
Yeah, I'm not either. I don't think I'm gonna play Ventures at all anymore.
I'm 4
I mean-
levels from 50. I don't know what it is, but I need to finish it.
The difference between you guys and me is I'm not 145. I still have supercharges I need.
I
Perfect
just
timing, by the way. Jaffe came in chat and said, "Oh, watching you trap makes me want to play this game again. That was my favorite part of the game."
Jaffe, you
It
should
is
get
a
in
fun
PC.
game.
this was it like it you know it just hurts because
Yeah.
it is true. It's like this game like it's different from most PvE games. Like trapping out, you have to be strategic. You're fighting
There
enemies
are
that are goofy.
Hundreds of weapons and hundreds of heroes and millions of combinations of the two.
It's
I was doing the math on my Fun Loadouts series. I was like, how long could I sustain this? And I was like, all right, there are this many valid heroes in the game, this many viable weapons, this many combinations. Some weapons are fun if they're kind of bad. It makes for an interesting video to be like, oh, how good is the nailer? Oh my god, it's not. We're all shocked. But I went through that and I was like, oh my god, I could make thousands of these.
Yeah.
I could make thousands of Fun Loadouts. There are so many variations. And I just got excited. I was like, all right, well, Fun 160s, so long as people click, that's like a forever series for me, because I love interesting loadout combinations. AS407 is someone who's dropping weird builds on me all the time. It's just amazing how much this game has in store. When I used to not stream for a few days at a time, I would get like a little nostalgic thinking about weapons like the Gravedigger that I really enjoyed. And yeah, coming back to the game, it's always fun to use them.
the crazy part is my next big series like that I planned on doing, which I don't know. Personally, I think I just like it. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a crazy concept because not all weapons are good. But I wanted to go through every single weapon on the central, like the Stable Central Hub, like that spreadsheet that I have, and just go through every single weapon, making a loadout, and using that weapon in a video. And I know it's kind of tedious, but like at the same time, it's such like a, it's like why, but at the same time, it's like, oh, but I would have a video for every single weapon.
Going
And
down that road.
I really like, I don't know what it is. Like that was my next big thing. Like I finished all the seasonal weapons. It was a year, and then I did that, and now I'm just kind of like, I'm like on the verge. Like I think I might actually do it now. The crazy
All
thing is,
weapons in the game?
every single weepon in the game is my goal, and if you look, I've had all the ARs pinned for probably like 4 or 5 months, right? And I just haven't done
almost a
any of the
year.
videos. Yeah, and I haven't done any of the videos, and I don't know. I think it'd be a fun thing to do.
I agree. That's why I did it.
Every weapon.
No,
when-
here's what happened. I got down to the weapons that people didn't really care about. And I learned that because the videos were getting
Yeah.
significantly less views. Like, I had every intention. You can look at old comments if you find them, where I told people with certainty that I was going to make a video on every weapon in the game. And a best perks for it. And I meant that. I still feel like I meant it. But I got down to weapons like the Deathstalker, and my view count per best perks went from like 6 to 10,000 to 2,000, and it was literally not worth it. Like the hours it took to make best perks videos and the dollars it made in return, I was like, okay, never mind. I'm gonna go do anything else because people will watch those videos, and they're just as fun to make.
Yeah, see, like
Like I was motivated to do it, but I had no support from the community to finish that project.
see, my thing is like I wouldn't do best perks for weapon, like the weapon. I would just use the weapon like a 160 to like
Sure.
just to
but
show off the weapon and
you
like
should start with the top. You should like be as boring as possible. Start with the Xenon, Discharger, Mythic. Maybe do like a really strong weapon and a mid weapon, and then alternate. Maybe like one strong weapon video and then four.
no,
less
yeah, no,
popular.
that was like the idea
Work your
because
way
like
down the list,
yeah,
get to a couple hundred uploads, and we'll see how you fare.
because the idea was because I like I've discussed this before and I try to see it like because like clearly just doing crap weapons isn't like a viable thing. But my idea was do it by category and like do it in order and then take the good weapons out of that and then like split it in between the bad ones. So at least they're in between and like it kind of doesn't force the viewer to want to go watch the other ones. But if you're interested in seeing what a different AR would look like or a similar one, then it's there for that. So I thought about it. I mean, like different ways to do it. Cause I mean, like the ARs, I mean, I believe there's like six of them.
It's a good time to start the series. Well, a year ago would have been a better time to start, but now's your next best. So
Yeah. Cause like there's some good ARs. Like, I mean, I don't want to like say like for example, the Ranger, you literally just did like recently
Favorite
you've been
AR.
talking about that. Yeah. And the Hunter
Crashed on it for
Killer,
years.
the Hammer Crush, like these aren't like crazy good ARs, but at the same time, like, there's the Siege Breaker that's good too. The Terminator is not a great AR. I mean, it's an LMG, but it's technically in the AR category. But at the same time, like, it's an LMG. There's not too many of them, so but I don't know. I always thought it was like I'd find a reason to do it, and I don't know why, but recently I'm kind of motivated to do it. So maybe the series is gonna start.
Well,
This
now
is
that
a
you've said
really
it to all these people, you have to.
Yeah, it's like
anticlimactic.
I'm obligated to do it now. Yeah.
This is a really anticlimactic final week of Horde.
Well, it's consistent.
I mean, we
It's
got what we asked
consistent.
for, just Horde harder, but it's still Horde.
I think they were just
Yeah.
trying to scare us straight with the modifiers, and then like it failed because it doesn't work. Like, oh, it's a modifier, but it doesn't work. I was staying here.
I play
Yeah,
no, we're not.
Fortnite's
being motivated and having a long-term goal, but it's tough right now. The community interest is pretty low. Enthusiasm for Save the World is at
But it's not even just like, I mean, we've talked about this. It's not even just Save the World. It's just Fortnite in general. Like,
Yeah, Fortnite's in a rut at the moment. Even like BR, even a new season of BR. Like the new season of BR was like super hype for about 2 weeks, and then the comp players got everything nerfed, and now no one's talking about it anymore.
like, I don't know. It's just because there's no story. I mean, like, I feel like people were interested in lore and like stuff that could happen and live events, and we don't even get that anymore. We just get music and cars. Wow. Whoa. Wow.
It's just Fortnite's lost. I want to say Fortnite lost its soul. Like this game, it just.
Oh yeah,
does
they
not feel
they
like
went
the
to
same
money.
game
They
it
they
was.
just want to sell stuff now. That's it. Like it quite literally is like I think we talked about this before, but like they went like the metaverse route. Like they want to be a part of everything, and Fortnite's here and there. But I don't know. It's such a horrible concept and bad decision. You good, Beast?
All right, I'm mad. I have wanted a command for my wafers versus coconuts video for years, and I swear I made it last time. And then apparently that only happened in my head. So that's happening now. Somebody on YouTube's asking me the difference between coconuts and juice boxes, and I'm 90% sure this is what they mean.
Juice boxes.
So we're gonna do add exclamation point wafers versus coconuts, and then did I just die?
No, we're still here.
Everything just got really quiet.
I
Adcom,
revived you.
adcom.
Oh, it's putting touchdown.
Oh, mini boss.
And then I'll make this command on my stream deck, and I can breathe. No, don't. I hate that that's.
Not my nose.
All right. Yeah, I'm doing this in the middle of a YouTube recording because I am so tired of this. Oh man, this is gonna be a real SSD moment right now. Yes, you're saving me. Keep me alive, please.
Okay.
I need to search my entire SSD for wafer. Oh, I found it. Dude, I love having an SSD.
I
I
know.
can just search my entire computer and find it. And where's the thumbnail? Oh. I know what happened. Because my Sunbeam versus Brightcore video, I made I made that video and I really liked the thumbnail, so I just stole it. And that was at a time when I stored thumbnails in a different folder. This is why people, you need to be organized, okay? This is twice now I've searched for what I wanted and couldn't find it. I used to have a thumbnail archive and a video archive. And then I woke up one year and was like, you're being stupid. And I was like, yeah, I agree, you are being stupid. Why are you storing your thumbnails separately from your... I used to have one folder with all my thumbnails. It had logic to it. I don't remember what that logic was.
I keep all mine in one folder, but I keep them the same name as the video file, so it's like I search the video projects folder, and it brings up the MP4 and the PNG.
I mean, like,
There we go. See, I use the same template right here. Oh, I couldn't search wafers because it was sub wafers versus coconut. This is what I get for trying to be... I named it sub wafers versus coconuts. How did I ever plan to find that in the future? Oh my gosh. God. The pain is over. The command exists. Nobody will ever have to wait for an answer to that question again. He said, trust me, they're juice boxes. I don't think they are. If you try to drink a wafer, you'd probably hurt your throat.
the crazy part is they kind of do look like juice boxes.
You guys
I know what
sleeping
he
on
means.
mushrooms.
Huh?
Guys-
Coconuts.
Coconuts.
Anyway, yeah, so store your files in a organized way. See, all right, since we got 10 seconds since the next wave, I try to like have a video file archive, and then the year, and then the month that I posted, and then whatever I did in June is like right here. Limp bows.
I forgot about that glitch.
Yeah, when you shot the bow, it just fell like a foot in front of you.
Not playing it, man.
That was funny. That was a really great bug. Oh, I mean, it wasn't a good bug. It made bows useless. But whenever you shot the bow, it would just go right into the floor in front of you.
Let's see,
Limp bows. It reminded me of the lightsaber meme. That's why Darth Maul was in there. That's a good video to go track down. I'm not going to link it, but you should find it because it has those lightsaber edits where the lightsabers are floppy instead of straight. Oh god, that's a good one. That's a good video.
What's up, Archer?
I was gonna say you should come up here and target anything you see. You are living anti-air right now.
Why does he need to be an anti-air? Why don't you do it, Archer?
Because I feel like Val, my reaction time is like amazing.
Also, he's using a Xenon bow, and I'm using
Is he
a
just
rat.
epic? Is Mattio just so rad?
I am
Is he...
I am
I
as
forgot
actually a
the-
crease.
The anti-airs
crazy.
are gonna activate on the space trucks. It's a little annoying.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Man, these leg spikes are no good. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm getting them too. I don't know what it is.
I think it's to save the world. Not in a rhetorical
Stutter
thing,
and
like
lag in any other game I play. But again, I don't play any live service games. I play like Bloons. It's not. I've been playing Bloons Monkey City, not Tower Defense 6.
me and Yoltrons and Dime started playing that, and I can happily say, because I wasn't a big fan of Balloons, but the multiplayer like thing, it's so funny. Like I don't know, it's like fun and funny at the same time.
Co-op TD6 or Monkey City?
Bloons Tower 6. Yeah.
Yeah, co-op 6 is fun. It's stupid easy because you effectively get double cash, but it is fun. You get to share it with a friend.
I just make monkey farms and put helicopters down.
Yeah. Yeah, you can have that one friend in the party who just farms for everybody else, and then...
Yeah, Yoltrons was yelling at me. He's like, money, 40,000. I'm like, okay, fine, give me a second. And then I just spam click, give the money to him.
When I do co-op with Jaffe, I like to just use my instas. Because I don't use instant towers normally. Because I'm a good gamer who doesn't need the help, of course. But also because, like, I got to use them eventually. So I use them in co-op, which is fun. It is a weird feeling to have a round 1 temple.
We should do a co-op stream one day. It'd be fun.
Yeah, maybe. Co-op's easy, though. It's not...
Well, there's
I don't know how
boss
fun that is to
battles
watch.
and stuff like that. Like we lost
Okay.
like 3 times the other day doing a boss battle. Like
That sounds like a skill issue.
no, well, it's because we had a musician and he wouldn't give money to anyone and he put helicopters down.
That was the skill issue.
Yeah, we were kind of struggling, and then Yoltrons would ask musician for money, and the musician would be like, "No, I'm putting helicopters," and he ended up putting like 10 helicopters down, and it just didn't do anything.
I'm gonna go
funny.
crazy.
What cross path did he put on those helicopters?
He changed them. I don't know. It was like the first and third and first and second or something.
I think that's fine, Beast.
But he would like he
Banshee's not bad, but you only get one of those.
well, he couldn't upgrade them because because in like the boss battle you don't really get any money. It's like very slow, and like he couldn't he was trying to upgrade like 18,000 on one. It just wasn't viable. It was like not that good. But we were having fun. We won, you know, after 3 attempts.
Yeah, first try on the 4th try.
Yeah. Diamond Yoltrons were going crazy, calming, and like just like.
Well, it sounds like musician wasn't calming, but you guys were.
No, I was just laughing at the whole thing. I was
That's
the
a shorthand for communism, right?
what? I was the. I was
What?
I did that one on purpose, but it sounded so like.
That was the realest laugh I've heard from Archer in a while. That caught him off guard.
It was like panic and confusion in Mattio's voice that caught me off guard. What?
I don't know that.
I'm telling you,
That's what we
man.
did in Minecraft, you know, straight communism. Everything we farm goes into the community chests.
I like that.
Being a Minecraft, I'm AFKing on the modded server I've been playing on my other computer. I'm currently level 1,057.
Kelly's looking at Minecraft.
Oh yeah, you can now. You can tell. I'm
Oh yeah, let
looking
me
over
just
the
look
other
at my
computer.
game real quick. Well, I see what I'm looking at. Yeah, I can see it over here. I got this one.
I don't know if I explained it in the
Not in
in
the
the
video right
recording,
now.
but I got a new microphone.
Oh, did you?
Not in the video. I explained it earlier like a million times. I don't think I've explained it in this recording. Yet.
Oh, yeah.
Hear it again.
I didn't know you got a microphone.
I got a new microphone. I switched from an AT2020 to an AT2040 because I don't like having the audio around me picked up. I just want my voice picked up.
It's actually pronounced at.
Okay, Mattia. The AT2020 is condenser. The 2040 is dynamic. Dynamic picks up what's in front. Condenser picks up what's around. That's the easiest way to explain it.
What's the hard way to explain it? No,
I
I was making a joke. I was making a joke.
And all that. That's the hard way to explain it.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
to say.
discussed earlier the same thing I'm feeling now. Like I learned enough about microphones a long time ago to be content with my mic setup, and I never want to think about it again. Audio is really boring. Once it works, it works.
It's difficult and then boring at the same
I
time.
just don't want the sound around me to get picked up. Like I really
know.
hated the fact that my old microphone picked up I could probably turn on my like loud industrial wall fan that I don't use anymore, and this microphone probably wouldn't pick it up, because I changed all the fans in my room to bladeless fans instead of like bladed fans, and it reduced the noise in my room. When I walk from my living room to my room, it sounds like I have entered like a sound chamber. There's nothing in here other than my computer.
Who's giggling over
Also,
there?
I don't know how a fan that I know pushes less air than the bladed one keeps my room cooler, but it does. This little stand, I paid $80 for this standing bladeless fan, and my room is so cold on level 1 that I have to. I have a blanket in my lap right now.
A blanket. That's too cold.
Wait, why do you go from like talking about a mic to a blanket? What?
Just wants us to know how comfy he is.
Where's the last pillar? Also, why is my dog barking really loud? What's that about?
Shoot at me and you'll get it.
There's no one on our team named at me.
His mic picked up the darkness in his room.
That screenshot that he sent of like the flashbang in minor videos, I was so confused for a second. I was like, why is Archer posting that? And then someone was like, oh, he got flashbang. And like, I laughed. I was like, because Sig roasted him. He's like, just turn on a light.
Yeah, Sig, my old microphone picked up the darkness in my room. My lamp really is on 1%.
Yeah, audio is interesting because I use speakers, and angling it so that the mic doesn't pick it up was kind of interesting. I'm really still impressed with how it works. Like, I can actually listen to music and play the game at a reasonable volume, and my mic doesn't seem to grab it at all.
Pretty
it will
tight.
if it gets loud, but that's rare. So I like that. Just spamming my electric fields. Just spamming them, getting ready for the next wave. Happy with your 2020? Yep. I don't even know what the difference is. I just saw an upgraded model and it was not much more expensive, so I said, okay. Yay! I can be useful now. Smashers are calling.
The AT2035 is basically just an upgraded 2020. Except for it's incredibly niche. Like you have to go out of your way to be recommended the AT35. Like it's either the AT2020 or the AT2040. You don't really get recommended the AT25 even though it exists, or the AT35 even though it very much exists.
I don't know if the 40 existed when I was looking, or it did, and I looked it up, and it was more expensive.
Probably didn't. The AT2040 came out in like 2021.
Oh, definitely not then. So I remember there might have been a higher model. I don't know. I don't care.
Well,
again, I'm just so
model.
content with it that I just don't. There's nothing else to know.
There are no higher models in the AT20 series. They all have different purposes.
And the other thing is, like, monitors can get a higher resolution. They can have a higher frame rate, better image quality. Mics are kind of a known science. They're kind of done.
Yeah, the SM7B, one of the most expensive, one of the most popular microphones ever that people still buy to this day. You want to know when that was released?
It was like 2014, right?
2001. 2001.
Really?
Yes. The most popular podcast YouTuber mic ever made was released 23 years ago.
That's crazy.
And unless you're doing professional audio mixing where you're changing a lot of values that I'm not, that's it. My voice is captured and it sounds fine. I like that so much, by the way. I'm hesitant to recommend anything for everybody, but because I don't think smaller creators should start with a good mic, but because they can be expensive. The one I'm using is a couple $100, but it should be in the early budget eventually. You know, once you've got a PC that can make videos that are good, like, sounding really professional goes a long way.
I mean, even basic microphones these days are like really good. Like a great example is like HyperX. Like they have great microphones for like $100.
I started with a
HyperX, the HyperX standing microphone is all right. If you want like a microphone that's actually under $100 that sounds very studio-like, you can get the Fifine K688. I think that's what it's called.
Say
It's
Fifine?
a
Ugh.
it's a dynamic hybrid microphone. So it's USB and XLR. So if you don't want to use a USB input, then you can use an XLR input. But we've reached a point in microphone technology where there's like not that really much of an audible difference between XLR and USB, especially since we're using Type C now for microphones. There's like not really that much of a noticeable difference.
I'm surprised you said
Yeah,
Fifine. I say
that's not
Fifine.
good.
Or at least that's what I hear.
The pronunciation of it is Fifine. That's how the company pronounces it.
I
Interesting.
actually started my videos on my channel with a headset mic. It worked.
I did
It's
too.
funny. My entire fan base at the time was totally content with my audio when I talked about upgrading. And then I did upgrade, and they wouldn't let me go back.
Chat vulnerable.
As soon as I
Smash your
switched my
chat
mic up, they were all my viewers were like, okay, no, you were right, Beast. This is way better. Or like they wouldn't hear it, so sometimes I'd do a test stream and my regular viewers at the time were like, no, I can't really tell. And then I go back to my older mic and they'd be like, oh my god, that's terrible. I'm like, yeah, I know. Like they didn't realize how bad the audio quality was. But the headset worked, so as long as people don't know better, they get used to it really quickly. And yeah, not the girlfriend though. If I join our call on like my phone or my laptop, I almost always end up moving to my PC. She likes the good mic.
We should all just start using headset mics for one stream and see if and just ignore anyone who says anything about it. It's like, what are you
I don't
talking
even
about,
go
dude? Our
find
microphones sound
headset.
fine.
Wait, Calcite, what do you...
Or we should set our bit rate to our.
Do all weapons from the collection book come with the same 6 perks? For example, does the pain train only come with a stack and damage 6 perk? No, so if there's multiple different 6 perks, if you get it out of the collection book, whatever, if you put it in the collection book and you're taking it out, you're going to get the one that you put in. But if you're using Flux or like a voucher to get it, you're going to get a random one. You're not going to get a specific one. You're just going to get a random one. At least from what I recall, I'm pretty sure that's the same. I could confirm real quick.
Look at you, Archie, not even moving.
I am linking an Amazon product in your YouTube chat.
He needs a fan, Dad.
If I type in Beast in my URL bar, your channel pops up immediately.
Or exclamation point YT on Twitch. This fucking guy.
Yeah.
Looking hard, not smart.
I have Chatterino open. I could. That would be way easier. There you go. I linked the Amazon page for it in the chat, in the YouTube chat. I'll link it in the YouTube chat too if anybody wants it. There you go. It was.
Where do I keep getting shot from? You, I think.
I recommend that fan. It's very good.
Oh no,
it's
he's
a
loud
little.
again.
It's a little expensive, but it was worth it.
The way you're turning, your audio just goes up and down and up and down.
Yeah,
Archer's
I mean,
gonna need
it's.
practice.
I can move the microphone a little further away from my mouth so it sounds somewhat normal, but
Attach it to your headset.
yeah, let me just tape it to the side of my head.
Funny.
Yeah, that fan I linked, it is $80. I know it's gonna scare people off, but
It was 70 for me.
I really like this fan. They also designed it like I rarely ever see this happen with fans like this. They designed it where multiple of these fans are meant to be used in one building. So the remotes and the fans each have different RF signals so they don't interfere with each other. Like, I bought one of these fans and then, that is the funny thing. I bought one of these fans and my mom saw that I bought it and was like, oh, that looks nice. I'm gonna buy one too. So...
And now that's happening with Zest. Everybody's just seeing this fan and going, ooh, ooh, me.
Yeah,
And,
we're gonna just like start
her
buying the
remote
thing.
doesn't mess with my fan, which is like really good. I was not expecting them to actually go out of their way to do that, so the remotes don't interfere with each other.
Now, is this just a fan that blows air, or is it like one of those fancy ones that actually blow cold air?
It blows cold air. Well, it's a bladeless fan, so it blows cold air. Yeah, it blows cold air.
Okay,
That's
so
the
it
easiest way to
blows.
describe it. It blows.
It blows.
In a good
Okay.
way.
A fan blows. That is what it does. Yes.
Oh, good. Just confirming.
He's like a fan inspector. He's like, okay, all right, good. Just need to make sure.
This fan is doing its blowing job.
By the way, the fan is like 3 inches tall.
Just
so-
imagine Mattio with a clipboard and a pen, and he's giving you like a look with one eyebrow raised, and he's pointing the pen towards the fan's blades, going, "That shit spins." Let me see.
Turn it on.
He's like, okay. Clicks the pen, writes down something.
It works.
Shit.
It spins. Air cold.
Right next to it, he has, you know, fan spin in the box. He just writes "ite" and moves on.
Just a checkbox.
face
It
in front
says
of it.
spinning.
Okay, no, it blows. My monitor desk mount. If you just look up 6-arm monitor mount,
Oh, that's
you'll
so
find what you need.
that's so funny, Tushy. I got knocked down, and then Tushy was running, and he clicked revive by accident, and he didn't like it. That was
He did not mean to
perfect
do it.
timing. That's crazy.
Better than getting knocked up.
That's funny.
Level 307. Yeah, they get to like 500 on 15.
This is only 80. Yeah, I don't even know what a fan costs. Is 80 a lot? I don't
That
know.
is.
Uh,
$20 is like a
you-
normal price for a basic fan,
Well, this is no basic fan.
or like
Did you
$10
hear?
for a
These are
box
different
fan.
RF signals.
if you look at like Dyson fans, them shits are like $200.
Might as well
And
just
that
get a
shit
swamp
blows?
cooler. Yeah, does
I
it
would hope
blow?
blows for that much.
How well does it blow?
I don't
it
know.
blow?
I don't think I've ever met someone in my entire life who owns a Dyson fan.
So you're unsure of the blowiness of this fan.
I think people just like see Dyson fans as these unnecessarily expensive products and just don't buy them.
Huh.
Wow, we're on wave 13.
Mm-hmm.
Time flies when
Easy.
you're talking about fans that blow.
You own one, Awkward?
AS earlier made a joke saying Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel recorded with Archer's mic. And the joke is that they wrote The Sound of Silence.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I'm shocked nobody got that. That was
I would
something
100%
I would have known.
like.
What are we doing up here? Okay.
I actually am curious if anyone actually got that without getting like an explanation.
I was
Like-
like Garfunkel's not a real name.
I thought you were gonna say Garfield for a second. I'm not gonna lie.
Maple got it. Sure.
Uh huh.
Maple's the king of random flexes. I don't know if he actually got it. Sig got it, but I believe that. Sig read a book once.
Once.
What? What book was it?
Ready Player One.
Builders.
Ah, that's my favorite book.
Oh, I heard something. Tucci! I should introduce him to the video since we're 50 minutes in. Tucci's playing with us today.
Oh my goodness. He's fucking scared.
Fucking word. I genuinely forgot Tucci was in the call. Tucci, you gotta speak up. Include yourself.
Can't really, honestly.
Can't really. Why? On me.
Why? Because I don't usually talk to none of you much, so I'm not comfortable with talking to. So.
Well,
Is,
alright then.
is it the big scary YouTuber intimidation?
No, it's not that. Like, I don't care if he's a YouTuber or not. It's just like I'm not used to talking to Beast or you.
Ah, I didn't even
Like,
say
I
me.
talk
That's
to,
crazy.
Oh, is that the
Like, I
ball
talk to
with
the same person every single day. I'm so used to that, but when I talk to someone that I don't talk to regularly, I don't have anything to say. So I'm just like,
the
alright.
girlfriend, and there was a meet and greet with a couple of YouTubers at the Mall of America, and I was like, oh wow, there's famous YouTubers here, and then everybody was going crazy, lining up, and I was like, wow, we should go see them. And she's like, why is everybody lining up for these people? Like, she doesn't understand starstruck people. I was like, well, they're famous YouTuber. Like you should know. We're great. And she's like, oh yeah. And she's like, I don't remember how she said it, but it was basically alluded to the idea that she was not dating me for my career.
What YouTubers would even be doing a meet and greet in the Mall of America?
I don't remember their names because they made it really hard to find. Like, the Mall of America tweeted about their clothing line, which had the names of the people who both had over 1 million Twitter followers, and I had no idea who they were. I had to search their name on YouTube because, you know, they had that giant YouTuber status where they don't link their YouTube anymore. They have the 12 million subscribers, so you'll go and find it. I couldn't figure out who they were for the longest
The only
time.
YouTubers I can think of that have a joint clothing brand are Markiplier and Jacksepticeye with
It is not
Clothes.
known.
Focus
But it
fire.
was so funny. I was like, yeah, you should know. YouTubers, we're great, aren't we? And she's like, ah. That was really funny. I had fun with that. Sam and Colby. Sig is such a Googler.
Sam and Colby.
Is that like a? I've never heard those names before. So.
Colby, I'm pretty sure Colby's the person with like piercings, if I remember correctly. I think I know who they are.
Oh,
But
those are like TikTok influencers.
yeah, they're more like
Dead.
They're the best YouTubers. Jude, I'm right here. Jude. First the girlfriend and now you. I'm just getting it from all sides. Tucci doesn't give a fuck. Does anybody care that I was YouTube? Can somebody care about me?
makes
Okay,
you happy a
no.
little bit. I watch your videos sometimes.
Everybody's silent.
When I was the age of the people who were probably fans of those YouTubers, it was Dan and Phil for my age group, which I don't even know if they're still around.
Cora cares. Wait, you're a YouTuber? Oh, I thought you were a streamer. I am just dying, literally, on all fronts.
You are playing a kind of a glass cannon. Outlanders aren't that tanky.
And I'm running into combat with acid pools and looking at chat instead of the game. Well, Tucci, we could have talked more in the last 40 minutes. Warmed you up, got you comfortable.
Man, I can just stay in here, you know. I don't like I'm not used to talking to people that I don't regularly talk to every day.
You don't have to be shy around
like-
us, pal.
Well, like, I don't know, like even in like school, which I'm like, dude, like I don't want to talk to any random people.
School, there's a reason. I mean, like, I don't know.
I to be intimidated.
My class, they were just. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. My class was pretty much stupid, and I didn't like them. So that's why. I
That's
didn't
so
talk to them.
mean.
Damn, man.
Not like literal
That's what you
stupid.
really think.
They
Oh
did
my
stupid
God.
things. Not like they're stupid. They just did stupid things that I didn't like. Like half of them like vaped, half of them did drugs. Like like I wasn't a kid that did stuff like that.
No, you did.
Mattio was the goody two shoes.
I grew up Mormon, pal. You're talking to a person that was practically religious for his childhood.
What is happening? Why can't I?
Mormon is
Why
almost
can't I
religious.
move?
Huh?
I'm Mormon is almost religious.
Joshi, where are you going, pal?
Just a little bit. What if
Fuck
Mattio was
Palmer.
like?
You helped me reach Twine. Oh, but I'm not the best YouTuber.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just useful. I'm
What
like
if-
a tool you put back in the box when you're done.
If Mattio never got into YouTube, would have you become? Would you have become like a Jehovah's Witness or something?
Yeah, I swear, I gave the information of the Mall of America and a YouTuber meet and greet. I guarantee Sig was tracking that down in a second. Sig is a Googler. Everybody watching this stream has access to the entire internet, and Sig's the
Including
only
you,
one that doesn't.
Mattio.
Shut up, Archer. I Google half the stuff before I DM you. You know what's funny?
Game.
I actually stopped messaging you because I was just tired of you telling me to go to Google. Because I Google the stuff before I message you. I'm not stupid. You know how annoying that would
I'm not
be?
even gonna lie.
Nadia, please keep messaging.
When
Yeah,
you
it seems
message me
like
for
he's
things,
crying about
I
me not
Google your
DMing him now.
Exact thing that you're asking for, and it's like the first or second result pops up.
Okay, just because there's a result doesn't mean it's helping me. Like, I wouldn't go to you if I, like, half
You
the stuff,
click
like,
on the result.
like the
You
Photoshop
guys aren't gonna
stuff.
believe this story. This happened yesterday, last night actually.
Uh,
So I eat out a lot because I hate cooking, and fast food is so fucking easy. I'm addicted to it.
yeah, that makes
But
sense.
it's not healthy at all. And I was struggling with this for a long time. And last night I considered something. I went on Google and I searched healthy fast food options. I realized you could do that. I got a list of healthier options.
Oh, it's way
Triple Smasher mini boss. Oh. That's actually no. I think that.
Did I just shoot at a trap vulnerable? There's too much going on. I don't know what I'm looking at. I hear a bomb. I'm just gonna phase shift in any direction. You're very humble and relatable as a YouTuber, however. Yes. See, I like to be humble. That's one of my best traits.
How are
I'm
they
not
getting in
very
right here?
probably the smashers that rip the wall open. That's my first guess.
No, I mean like getting on the roof, other than the
Oh.
flingers, obviously, but cause, like they were just walking a path. I don't know from where though.
Jude did not take it back. Oh man. Today I found out I'm not the best YouTuber. I thought I was.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna take a long sullen walk and there's gonna be a camera following me and it's gonna start panning from different angles as I stare solemnly off into the distance with sad music playing. I'm gonna take a seat on a bench with a nice cozy sweater. It's wicked hot outside, but I need the look. I'll be staring out over the sea while I look at my phone with no messages. I need a reason to be upset then. And then like a text comes in, the girlfriend says, "I'm leaving you."
Bro, why are you like you're like giving us like a story right here? Like,
Just setting a scene.
like,
Admitting you aren't humble is being humble, ironically. I'm very self-aware. Yeah, humility is one of my best traits. Or something. The downfall of beast.
the day
yeah,
of reckoning.
Like, a soft chant, like that kind of background music while I'm just kind of walking slowly to my house.
It all started that morning.
This is how fake music videos can be. Like, you can make anything super sad with a soundtrack and just someone looking sad. I mean, you can.
In the
have
arms
a
of the
brain.
angels dog commercial. Like, in the arms of the angels.
In the
Yeah,
arms
you
of
just
the
listen to
open.
Never Forget in the Halo 3 soundtrack, and anything is sad after that. Slow, deep violin music, remembering those fallen. And then you realize it's a Halo 3 game, and those fallen are characters.
I don't want to play Halo now. I miss playing House on Halo.
You know, I booted up Halo recently. I even streamed it, and it was awesome. I have no regrets.
You streamed Halo?
Oh my god, my
Streamed Halo 3.
I've walked forward and my eyes get blasted with tire traps.
I'm not mad at you. You just set off my inner insecurity. You took this esteem I had of myself and squashed it under your heel. How could I be mad at you for being honest? That's one of the best traits a human can have. It's just this world around me that's crushing and falling. It's a temple that I built that I never should have. A house of cards is what I was living in, and you kicked it over! Bloody, thank you for the prime, so I really appreciate it.
He took the team out of S team.
I have a narrative to continue, Bloodier, okay? This facade of a world-crushing realization that I'm not the best YouTuber is something that I need to keep up. It's important to me for the next minute.
What does the
I wasn't
modifier
here
do?
before booth you
Well,
can- Oh, fun.
what
Six
does the
frustrated with
modifier
like that.
do? Well, it's supposed to be the Space Rocks modifier from War Games, but they don't do any damage to builds, so it's just normal Horde.
The real Space Rocks is the Flingers, all right?
It's the friends we made along the way.
It's the us that we killed along the way. That's the real modifier.
Dude said they'd choose me over Sam and Kobe. I'll take that. I'm still not sure who they are totally, but that's what I needed.
From what someone said in chat, they're the people that do the haunted stuff. They're known for doing like well, you probably don't know, but I know who they are. I don't watch them, but I know their names and I know what they do, or like some idea of what they do.
23 million subscribers. Sam and Kobe only have 12. Why is the bar 23? I barely hit 150 recently. That's my claim to fame. Oh my god, I'm not actually at 150. Oh, that's embarrassing.
What are you at?
Can 600 people subscribe real quick?
Come on, you heard him.
Oh.
600 people, chop chop.
I'm at 548. So I need 452 subscribers right now. Stat!
Yeah, there it is.
And there's the new banner.
Oh, I'm still loading. Did my game crash?
Are you on console again?
I
No.
love these new Twitter bots because they just don't make any sense at all. I don't know if you guys have gotten them. I just got a DM. Hello, my sister saw your profile while browsing X on my phone, and she is interested. You here is her
Ooh.
number, and it's like
That's how you know it's a bot. They
it's like a Telegram
say
link.
X unironically.
I started getting bots for like job stuff.
Alright.
They're like, message me on WhatsApp for a job, and I'm like,
Meme gifted me the battle pass. So let's unlock 4 pages all at once while we're claiming rewards.
Archer's already
Oh,
level like
yeah.
5,000.
No.
That's a pretty cool banner. I like it.
Archer,
Picasso.
I hardly know her.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, I just watched the new Mad Max movie, Furiosa. It was kick-ass.
Is it good? I don't know. I was kind of like,
It really is.
I was a little scared.
If you saw Fury Road, watching Furiosa is gonna make you want to rewatch Fury Road.
Okay, because well, I mean, I was just a little scared, just due to the fact that like,
No, it's not real. It's just a movie.
okay, no, it's just because it feels like it was just like a cash grab, like they're making another movie because but
Why would you assume
Okay.
that?
I don't know because it just seemed like a remake or almost like
It's
a
an
copy,
unhealthy
you know.
response. Not all sequels are cash grabs. I think it was
Well,
well made.
that's why I was like, I'm not gonna actually judge it before I actually see it. So I
Oh,
just
sounds like you did.
initially I was like, oh, this might just be a cash grab, but then I saw the trailers and I was like, oh, it kind of looks good.
It was fun. Yeah, it was like a prequel to a character in Fury Road that I had not paid attention to. That was very fun. That's not a spoiler. You can kind of guess that. I don't know what the trailer told you, but
No, yeah,
It's good. I
I
like
know
the
exactly
lead.
because like I've seen the first one and whatnot, so like I have an understanding of what like the movie will be about.
I've seen Fury Road 3 times, and I've seen YouTube videos covering it, and I had paid so little attention to that character that I didn't realize who Furiosa was until like 3/4 of the movie. But it was such a fun reveal. That's a good movie. I like that. Okay. Well, that's kind of Horde, not Space Rocks.
Yep.
Fitting name, ironically or otherwise. If you guys want more Horde,
Yeah, if you want more Horde, I'm gonna say what Beast is gonna say. Link down below or subscribe. This is the final week of Horde Rush. There probably won't be any Horde Rush videos. Well, no, there's not gonna be any Horde Rush videos in the future. This is the last one, last week. But there will probably be some Save the World videos if I'm up to it this week sometime. So expect that. I've talked about it in this video. So if you're watching this video, then you'll probably know what the next series on the channel will be. So yeah, subscribe down below. As always, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and I will catch you guys. And hopefully the next video will be one of the ARs. But yeah, you guys have a great rest of your day, night, wherever you are. Yeah. All right.